We are in the midst of having better numbers with COVID. We are hoping to lighten the restrictions in Toronto. We've already lightened the restrictions throughout Ontario. I'm in the midst of my first coffee this morning. There's a message every day. Be happy, be content, be fulfilled. Good morning. Hello, Lucia. Hello, Aiden. Hello, John. I love that spelling of John, by the way. Richard. Richard, what a show last night. That was strange. It was fun. Richard was amazing. Were you a little nervous last night? I don't know. I've talked to Mark so many times now, and Mark is such a wonderful, engaging man that he makes it very easy to like him. You know, he has a real warmth to him. So let's read something. Let's start the morning off with something nice. Number one, I always like to start it with this. As you can see, I'm a little groggy this morning, just waking up. Love is HAPS, and HAPS is growing rapidly. I don't know if you've noticed it. I'm enjoying a lot of the changes here on HAPS. Many people ask me all the time, and I haven't unfortunately plugged this for a while, but the microphone that I'm using right now is this one right here, the Fafine. Fafine. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Great microphone. It's under 100 if you're in Canada. If you're in the States, I think you can get it for about $60, around that. Sending powerful waves of healing to the people I love. You are cherished by countless angels this morning. You are unconditionally loved and protected by the infinite flow in the universe. And I hope you feel that way. And if you're in the midst of broadcasting, learning how to broadcast, guess what? Get out there. Do it today. Today's the best day to start. There's Fraser. There he is. Good morning, sir, with the deep breath. Fraser, I love the new controls. Look at that. I can see your microphone. Isn't that cool?
I've just seen that. I just had to enable everything again. Wow, I just noticed that.
That's not your heart rate. You know, that thing going up. Thum, thum,
I was thinking you're late this morning.
Yeah, I couldn't get going. I just couldn't get it going. I needed that extra 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you need that. When you wake up, you're still feeling a bit groggy. You just lie down for about 20 minutes, and it kind of clears the fog a little bit. And
when you sleep through your alarm, that doesn't help either.
True.
You know, that's not. Yeah, when you usually give yourself an hour to get ready, and then you go, oh, well. I guess I have 20 minutes to get myself ready. So why don't you get all the smashing of the microphone out of the way this morning?
No, I'm just bringing it towards so you don't get an echo or anything, just in case. That was why. I was bringing it forward just because it's on the stand. I mean, I'll show you. It's on
Does this remind you of anything, my friend?
No, this is my microphone here.
Yeah, there you go. Let's show it. Okay, get the armpit thing out of the way. Okay. It's too early for that.
Look, just a Colin Porter, man himself.
I thought he lost the love and feeling for you, and I thought it was over, man.
It's been a bit.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, let's try not go close to the bone like we did yesterday.
That wasn't me. Who I didn't.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying no. I wasn't you. I'm just saying let's try and avoid the drama and keep it. I wasn't saying it was you. No, I'm just saying I think maybe the best is we try not let's not poke the Russian bear, all of us, because that was a bit close to the bone yesterday. I have to admit. Wasn't you? No, it wasn't. As you say, Shaggy says.
Colin, do you think the women of the world are ready for you this morning, Colin, with your silky? Like, give them. Did you get your coffee? Did you get your tea? Yeah. Did you do the quick ting? The quick. What do you call the quick Tinkle. I changed the morning routine to catch some of your broadcast. We like when you come on, so I'm going to invite both of them. Let's do that. We get so many people in the morning now who come in. No worries.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Well, Colin, if I only had no worries, I would love that.
Me and Colin are on a commission for any royalties that you get. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I see. As my psychics, I see starvation in the future. Yes, we're. You know, this. We should call this the laugh and chat in the morning. Yes,
it's just a bit. It can be a bit random.
I think we need to have maybe
underarm,
protection, right? What do you think? Maybe we should get why don't be one of our sponsors? Deodorant sticks, underarm spray.
You never know.
T-shirts, the makers of T-shirts. People who make bleach, so we can put bleach on the T-shirts, to make them. Yeah. Do that with me.
Anyway,
yes. How about something intelligent? Do you think we can do that? I highly doubt it. I don't think you and I can in the morning. I think it's just fun time.
Well, here's the man himself. I could talk about a news story if you really wanted to, which is.
Well, we got to welcome Colin. That's kind of rude, man.
Mr. Colin Porter.
I haven't seen forever, and you want to talk about your story? Like, there may be a reason why you're single. I think I figured it out. Okay, here we go.
Hey, look at that.
What?
How cool is that?
Look at that.
Volume. Ooh, little flashy.
Who says I'm single?
I'm ready to mingle.
Single.
I'm not single.
It's time for a prank. Okay, well, don't be bragging. Like, what is it, 5 or 6 now? Just calm down. Just calm down. You got it. Colin, he's bragging again. Like, take 2 days off. You're an old man. We don't want you dead. Okay, Jesus.
What's going on?
We will carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Right, Colin?
Yes, of course. Yes. Are we in? Are we not in?
No, tell those women they can wait. You're here now. Just put the phone down and say,
here.
I'm here, dear. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Your $1 million smile would be gone. What are you doing there? Tell us what you've been doing, Colin.
I thought if Fraser's got one of those
look at Fraser, he's mad at me. He wants to hurt me. Look at he's got a pop
filter. I can put it like that.
No, you got your pop filter.
Yeah. How is everybody? How is everybody on this fine winter morning?
Yeah, spring. A lot of snow here. Yeah.
I would give this broadcast a 3 this morning. I think we can bump it up. We've gone from silliness to deodorant. I think most of it's my fault. He blamed me for things. I feel like he's my brother. He was telling Mom all these lies about me.
No.
And I did nothing wrong.
I wasn't talking about you directly. I was just saying in general. I was generalizing that we maybe trying to go close to the bone because I think it was the borderline yesterday. I think the fact that we were poking the fire, so to speak. It was
Facebook. Let's talk about Facebook. Colin's on Facebook. Facebook. Colin, are you on
Facebook? Is that what it is? You don't have to look at the mantelpiece. Is that a saying? You don't have to look at the mantelpiece.
So don't forget, Colin has a bit of a delay. He has a bit of a delay, Fraser. And I mean just in the broadcast. Let's make that clear. You and I are the two that are delayed, not Colin. Colin's wonderful. Okay. All right, here we go. Come on, Colin.
I haven't got a clue what's going on.
Me neither.
I really have no clue.
Not sure either.
All right.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone in the room.
What sort of a morning are we having? Are we having a good morning?
Yes, we are, sir. How about you? Tell us about your morning. And Fraser, no talking for a second. Let Mr. Colin talk.
My morning. It's been a great morning. It's been a productive morning. I've been up and about and getting a few bits and pieces done, as you do. So yeah, very productive morning. I've been working on some stuff for the upcoming broadcast via the Creature Comforts campaign. So yeah, been putting a bit of a slideshow thing together. How about you guys? What have you been doing? Have you been productive? Have you been?
I've lost my way, sir.
Oh,
I've totally lost my way. You see, look at this.
no.
I can't even focus myself. Look at that. See, I'm all over the place. But you know what? It's chucks and giggles in the morning here. It used to be motivation. Now, I don't know. It's all about sensation. And Colin knows about sensation. Tell us about sensation, Colin.
Depending on what department you're talking about.
Say that again. I've got a piece of audio malfunction here.
Okay, here. What I'm gonna do is put you down so you can hear us. There. Can you hear us better now?
Okay.
A little bit better?
No, it's the same.
Okay, I can hear you better though.
No, not an infinitesimal amount.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I don't think it's the video. I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're.
Doesn't make any difference.
Do you see in the control room now we have controls on the microphones? Do you see how they're going up and down? So we can hear you. You just can't hear us. Is that the idea?
I can hear you. It's just very
faintly.
What's the word I'm looking for? No, because it's there. It's a little bit robotic, but I can make out what you're a bit robotic, but I can understand it.
Is it kind of like
take your video off? It might be the problem because it's interrupting your bandwidth. That could be why.
No, because you've got upload and you've got download, Fraser. So I mean, my download speed's fantastic. So that shouldn't affect it. It's my upload speed. But if you can see me, okay. Me taking the video down isn't going to make the tiniest bit of difference at all.
Maybe go out and come back in again.
Yeah, try that.
Yes, let's try that.
Let's do that. Pop in, pop out.
Try refresh.
Refresh. How refreshing in the morning.
Pop in, pop out.
Pop in, pop out. All right, Fraser. It's okay. How are you, sir? Did you choke on a crumpet? Are you okay?
No, all good. All good.
Oh,
all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's say hi to the people we love. Jimmy Ritz, how are you this morning? Hello. Yes, I invited you. But
If you want me to do the chat? You want me to take over? Since Randy's not around, I'll do the Randy part. That doesn't sound very right for some reason, but that doesn't sound.
Wow.
The Randy Horton part, I should say. Say his full name, so it doesn't sound wrong. The chat part. Well, let's welcome. So, welcome to Dimitri Kendall. How you doing? Rich Roberts, Hasnain, Walt, the trusty Walt, Rich Roberts, and let's to Jimmy Ritz. So, hello to everybody in the chat. Lucia, how you doing, everybody? Great morning to you. Top of the morning to you, and top of the Bathurst. And yes, and hope you're having a great start to your day, wherever time zone you're in.
Yes, and pop in, pop out with Colin. Here he goes. I can feel it. There. Pop in, pop out with Colin.
Shake it all up. That's better. I can hear you now so clearly.
Yeah. All right. So let's just we're going to leave you like that because it's safer. So, but they'll be able to hear the silky sounds of Colin in the morning. Silky sounds. Give us some. It's going again.
Is that better? You happy now?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
If you're happy,
no problem.
Clap
hello.
your hands.
Good morning, Vanessa. I'm just being a Randy.
I'm doing the foot clapping.
Yeah,
foot clapping sound. The foot clapping.
Good morning, Vanessa. How are you doing?
Colin, say hi to Vanita. Just give her a special one from Colin. A specialized Vanita.
Hello. Was that good?
That was more like Mickey Mouse. Fraser, what are you doing there? Are you humming in the background there for us? Are you like the background music?
Yeah. Well, no. I have. If you want to go back to the proactiveness of our mornings or days, yes, I've been more proactive today. I have been posting and
yes.
Good morning, Vanessa.
Enabling, realizing something. When you're trying to sort something out with a company or a business, to say when you're sorting out your Alexa skills. And they don't tell you they don't tell you from the beginning.
What was that?
They don't tell you from the beginning that you can't do something, and you go down a path, and you go, why the heck didn't you just tell me that in the first place? So anyway, finally got that something sorted, which I wish they'd just told me, but never
Is
mind.
this going to turn into a rant like yesterday, and
No,
you're
no,
going to
no,
blame?
no, no, no,
And you're going to
no.
blame me. You're going to blame me today that
I'm
for
trying to
something I
finish.
didn't.
No, I'm just wish the second. I'm just saying no. It's not going to turn into a rant. I'm just trying to tell you so I can finish. Anyway, it's not going to turn into a rant. I'm just saying you just one thing is you trying to sort out, and it tends to take you for some reason. It's like you ever find if you ever get graphics done or something, it was a graphic design artist, right? You give them the instructions. I want this. Then they come up with you want A, but they come up with B, and you go, how the heck did you get B from A when I didn't? And you go, what the heck?
Yeah.
And you go, how did you get
Fraser, that sounds like marriage to me. That's what that sounds like.
exactly?
That sounds like every day of marriage. How about you, Colin? I think that should be in a book. That's brilliant. From A to B, please save me.
But you know what I mean? When you're communicating with somebody and you go, well, I'm looking for this, this, and this, and then they come and they go away and they come back and you go, what the heck?
Like Chinese whispers.
Exactly, it's Chinese
They've
whispers.
totally got the wrong end of the stick. Yeah.
It's like, and you go, hello, what point of did you not get when I asked you for that? It's like I'm asking you for a coffee and a donut, and they come back with a cup of tea and a
I'm on a diet. You know I'm on a diet, and look what you're doing. What you're doing. What are you doing?
Anyway, that was just
trying to trigger me. He's trying to trigger me, Colin.
I was just on the basis of the positive. I was just sorting out some stuff and being proactive and posting regarding the radio station and things and an upcoming show today. And I'm going to go try and go for a walk. And it's really very pleasant weather today. It's snowy, but I'll go walk in the snow and go live on Haps and show the snowy beauty of Edinburgh.
Okay, Colin,
it's snowing, but the sun is shining. I don't know if it's like that.
How's your mood today, Colin? Tell us about that. And Fraser, don't interrupt here. I'm going to put him on mute for 1 sec. Okay, Colin, go. What's your mood like today? What's the?
Is my video clear now?
No.
Is my video clear now, or am I still stuck in the cupboard?
You're going to glitch like nobody's business if we bring you up. Yeah, I can try. Do you want to try for a sec? Do you want to say hello? Say hello to the people? We'll say hello. Here we go. Here he comes. There he is. Okay, we got you. Full glory.
He's walking down the street.
There you go. And Fraser took off now. He's gonna go eat.
Oh.
So what's the mood? What's the mood today, my friend?
Fraser's going to.
Yeah, you are breaking.
It's a great day today. I say the sun is shining. I'm still breaking.
Yeah, kind of like breakdance.
That's weird.
Yeah, just a smidge more. So I can either see you the video, but to get both, they haven't quite got it yet. They haven't got the lower bandwidth yet for it. I don't know why, but you can talk. I'm going to put you down as well. Here we go. Colin, talk away. No? Colin. Can you not hear me? He's gone.
Hello.
Okay, you're way better now.
You're loud and clear.
That's way better. Just leave it like that, and then we can hear you because it's too much. Oh, and Fraser's going to do his weights here. Everyone, here you go. The weight stylings of yeah. Where do you get such entertainment in the morning? Look at that. Look at that. What a beast of a man. I know what you're all saying to yourself.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, eat your heart out. Look at that. It's all in the rhythm.
I love what Vanita said. Fraser, no food talks, okay? Mike is on a diet. Yeah. It's true. He's talking about donuts. He's triggering me.
No, Paris. Yeah. Thoughts.
Okay. Did you get your frustration out there, Fraser? There you go. I'm going to let you back in. Did you get it all out? Because all you're free. They're saying, why would you talk about donuts and stuff when Michael's on a diet? Why did you do that? It's in the comments.
I saw that. Yeah, I just happened to be there.
Walt's coming up in 5 minutes. So once Walt gets on, it's going to be the Walt show. So let's get out whatever we need to get. If you've got anger with me, you've got any issues, you feel like
No,
You
I was.
just get it out, you know? Like like my name's not Helen. You were gonna be okay. Come on.
For flip's sake, you did it again. Come
Oh,
on.
oh
What are you
dear.
doing? You're poking the bear. You,
Well, like you're talking about donuts and what are
I
you,
was,
what are you,
I was an
what are you
analogy
doing?
of something different.
Those are
What's
fight
going on?
words.
What am I
Oh,
missing?
you know,
What
leave
am
it,
I
leave it
missing?
alone.
What's
I
going on
don't
with
care.
Helen? What's going on
Listen,
with Helen?
Colin. Oh,
Yeah,
they're,
please
they're
don't.
it's.
Right, if
I think it's a fatal attraction. I think that's what it really
I'm going
is.
to leave if that comes up.
Ah,
Okay, I'm staying. I'm not getting involved in that shit. Okay,
I was in a
I'm
broadcast
not
with her
getting no.
night or the night before. We did like
Right,
an
I can't do it.
8 hour broadcast.
Oh,
8
he's gone.
hours.
He's gone. That's it.
Why? What happened?
We poked the bear.
What happened?
Oh, Fraser, come back.
Oh my
We
God.
won't bring that up again. Look at that. All this for ratings. This is what we do,
I
folks.
don't even know what's occurring here.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
heard you mention it, and I just said that I was in a broadcast with her for like 8
Yeah.
hours or something, off and on.
I have
That
no
was it.
issue. I have no issue with her whatsoever. Zero
Mm,
issues.
I don't know.
I enjoy her company, but she has had war
Fraser, come back in.
with Fraser,
Right.
and she said things that
Right.
hurt his
Okay.
feelings, and I've had
Right.
people say things that made me laugh where they tried to hurt my feelings. But you know what we should bring up?
Oh, they tried to be.
Let's be
Yeah, we still
serious
got a
for a
nod, don't
second,
we?
Colin. Let's be serious for a second. Just hear me out for
Okay.
30 seconds or less.
Mm.
If someone says mean things to you and they question your character or don't like the way you look, don't like the way you smell, they think you're not intelligent,
Okay.
that's their opinion. And they have every right to their
Mm.
opinion. And anything someone could say
Yeah.
to me, I have probably said to myself in my head, but worse. So, and I'm finding that when people trigger me, really trigger me and make me upset, it's stuff that I've got. It's my shit, right? It's the stuff I haven't dealt with or the nasty sides of Mike
Yeah.
Bathurst. And I see it in somebody else and I'm like, look what they're doing. But I'm really saying to myself, look what Michael's doing. Right? So we got to come from forgiveness. You know, all of us
without
screw
doubt.
up.
I mean, I said there was something. My son had a problem at school. He's got a birthmark on his face.
Yeah.
And it was nothing to do with the birthmark, but this is sort of a side issue, the birthmark thing. I mean, this is a story for another day, but
Yeah.
they said something to him to offend him, something that it was totally untrue. Now, I'm not a racist, but I had to use this as an example. I said to him, I said, what would you do if they said you was black? He said, well, I'm not black. I said, I know, exactly. And you know that what they're saying isn't true. You see where I'm coming from? If somebody says something, you can only be offended if you're not in that place where you're saying, well, you know, I know that I'm not black. But I say it's not a racist comment. It's just that I use that with an example with my son.
Yeah. Let's welcome this lovely lady, and everybody please follow her. She is a bright light. Yes. And please follow Colin, follow Fraser. If you want entertainment in your life, if you want light in your life, I would go with these two. If you want zaniness in the morning, keep coming here, my lord. But what we're talking about,
as long as Michael doesn't poke the bear.
Yeah,
don't talk about poking the bear.
He was talking about donuts. He knows I dream about donuts. I'm living on fruit juice. You know. Okay, so you know, Colin, don't go there. Okay, so here's the thing. People are blocking everybody, and I would really like Mrs. Kendall to give us her opinion on why people block each other, because I think it triggers stuff within us. I'm not worthy, or you're too much like me, or you're not seeing the perfection that I am. But I would probably go more with you trigger me. What do you think?
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I was thinking that about 6 o'clock today, because I was thinking about like family can really trigger you, or like your partner.
Mm.
And yeah, I agree. It's like a reflection of what's going on in you, or what's coming up for you that you need to deal with in terms of, and it's usually like negative self-talk that is going on in your head.
Oh yeah.
And it's usually stuff that's not true anyway. But yeah, that person is reflecting back to you what, what you don't feel good about in yourself.
Your
Yeah,
volume's a
and
little bit low, Dimitri.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we can, or
Oh, is it maybe because I got the? Is that better?
yes,
Lucia
Is that
says
better?
in the side.
yes,
Lucia
yes,
says that there's no sound. I mean, I can hear it. It's quiet.
yeah. I felt it's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. And what's weird is we have this new microphone thing at the side here, but I don't know how to raise the volume. It's like it's not. Yeah.
I'm on my
Not
phone,
responding.
so I'm just wondering whether I should go onto my laptop.
Whatever you want. Your
Possibly
crystal.
if you've got a separate microphone.
Yeah, your
It's just really
crystal
quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let me try my laptop.
All right.
I'll
We'll wait for you.
I'll leave-
Yeah, thank you,
I'll come
dear.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
I tried turning my volume from a mixer, but when I
Your
do
vo-
that,
your
you're coming
volume's-
like blowing my ears out. You're blowing my ears out. And Dimitri's like really quiet, so it's like having to turn it up and turn it down and turn it up and turn it down.
Yeah, we don't want to blow anybody's ears out. We don't even want to blow anybody's mind.
No,
You know.
they're the only ears I've got.
Yeah, right. And then how beautiful those ears are, you must say to yourself. Okay, I'm going to see. Oh, I think I know what I can do now. Oh, dang. Okay, I think I figured it out. The screen on mine, because
It's a learning curve.
Well, it's new, right? So it's a little wider than it used to be.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now I have access to things I didn't have before, which is great. But if you could read some of can you see the comments, Colin? Because you're on your computer, right? Can you see the
I can. Michael, you can play with her. Oh, Michael, you can play with her volume, sorry, on her settings.
Yeah, I know now. Yeah, I see it now. What it was, I didn't have it wide enough to reach I could have increased them, I believe. Yeah. So there she is. They might be better now. Okay.
Is that better?
Yes, we can hear you better. Much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh yeah, you're way louder now. We have the full essence of the woman now. There we go. That's what we need in the morning, the full essence. Yeah. So tell us more about why you think psychologically why people are so offended and what we can do to maybe step out of feeling the victimhood of being blocked.
Well, I think, yeah, and it's just like so timely because, like I said, I was thinking about this afternoon and how other people trigger us, and yes, how it's usually a reflection of what's going on in ourselves that we don't like, which is usually it's usually not true anyway, because, you know, I firmly believe that we're all good people underneath, you know, our egos or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, so I think when you sort of like that mirror image of stuff that's coming up that you need to say, well, why is this triggering me? What is it in myself that I don't like?
It's almost akin to a loose connection or loose cable in the plug, and somebody comes along and just wiggles that cable. If it's not loose, they couldn't wiggle it.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Wiggle it just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's. I think what happens is we don't align with people in the right energy, or they bring
That's it.
us
I mean, we've all got
into.
this need to create. We've all got this need to connect as one of the basic needs. So, of course, if somebody puts that block there, it goes against the grain, no matter how well intentioned you are. It does hit out at that subconscious there. And if you can find yourself in your heart to forgive them, and all well and good, but it takes some doing. It takes some doing, because we've all got that inherent desire, that inherent need for connecting with others. And of course, if we get that block, it's like, you're not good enough. And Dimitri, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, Colin, makes perfect sense. And it's not easy. It's not easy to do. Like, I had a classic triggering day today. I have triggered so much. And I'm just like, no, just keep your cool, just breathe, and then other days it's fine. But yeah, you have to look, and especially with family, because I think it's because you grow up with the same, you learn the same sort of belief systems, and then
Yep.
you're your own person, but when you go back to your family, you're triggered by those old sort of family patterns and things. So
Can I say one little interjection there of what I think is a lovely saying that I heard once? It's so true. If you think you're enlightened, go and spend a weekend with your family.
Say that again, Michael.
If you think you're enlightened, go spend a weekend with your family.
Oh, yeah. What is it to say? You can't be a prophet in your own land. I mean, Dimitri, you've probably had this. You can help countless people, and you go to your family and they say blah blah blah. You say, right, okay. Well, how about
We have
you
Donald here
you
right
haven't got
now.
a clue.
And Donald wants to test some stuff. We'll do anything here for ratings. We got
Yeah,
Donald
you can
here.
relate to that, I'm sure.
We have no shame
Hey, Don.
here. There's no shame in our game. Donald,
Oh,
please
really?
introduce. Yeah, well, listen, I'm triggered over donuts. So how deep am I? Right. Okay. So
Oh, Krispy Kremes. I haven't had those in a long time.
thank you, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
no,
Oh
food,
yeah.
food is so emotive. Food.
Oh yeah. So what are your favorite donuts, people,
Yeah.
in the chat? If we're going down this rocky road, let's do it together.
Bear Claws.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're a brave man, Michael.
Bear
Yeah,
Claws by far.
jam donuts with plenty of lashings of jam, and you bite into it, and it just runs down your chin. Oh.
Okay, now is that about a donut or okay? Go ahead, Colin. Colin, why does it always go there with you? Here we go.
No, seriously, jam donuts, you just bite into it, and no matter how careful you are, you can turn it around, because usually there's a clue as to where the jam is in the donut. And you can turn it around every which way to Sunday. You bite into it, and that's going to run down. Seriously.
Well done, Colin. Well done. So what are we doing here? We're testing out your area here, Donald. It's how clear is it for you guys? Is it fairly clear? Can you see?
Well, I had an audio.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Donald.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in, going out, but yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I had an issue where this morning I was going live from my actual living room, and I went about 5 or 6 minutes in, and the audio on the replay just completely cut out, and it did not come back.
Yeah, so, you know what? Well, you know what that is.
And that was with the Wi-Fi router, probably about 5 feet away.
I think what it was is you're probably talking about things you shouldn't talk about. Too. Yeah. It was probably.
It's actually looking good and sounding good here. The audio's not dropping for me, Michael. The audio's not dropping for me. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Weird. That is
very weird.
Okay. Well, you mean there's some censorship? Is that what you're talking about, Michael? Because if that's the case, then I can always go back to using Restream.
I think you and I are both Palladian overlords, and they know that. So when we go too deep and the little people cannot handle the frequency, they shut it down and go,
Oh, dear.
not too much information. Now with Colin, he's talking about jam and donuts, and I don't know. We were talking about healing, but
Okay.
see, this is what we do. We just go.
You asked
All
me
the
about
sweet
the
things
yeah.
and unicorns.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I've been called
And
worse.
unicorns and all
Hippie
those wonderful
usually.
things in
Hippie.
life.
I'll be a unicorn today. I'm okay with that. So for you,
So,
sir,
this
have
is
you been
called
blocked at
coaching.
all, Donald?
If you-
Have you been blocked
Okay.
at all? I can hear myself.
I imagine I've been blocked by a few people, but that's okay because I don't mind. I don't like to talk to snowflakes in the first place. That's always irritation. But I've blocked a lot of people on the platform because I don't want to get notifications when they go live because it kind of spins my wheels. Or if I go to the landing page and I see somebody that's live,
That's way
and
better.
I'm actually
Volume.
getting a
Whatever you
notification,
did, what you just
but
did there
I
is so
don't
much
want to get
better.
a notification.
You're like 10
Yeah, I
times
agree with that
louder
on the
than you were.
notification.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what
I
you
got
did.
my earbuds in, and
Yeah.
Aha.
I have the wired.
Away.
Earbuds in right now. Come here, Trey.
That's working. That's working. So, yes, Michael,
So
you asked me about
There's what a lot of people do. They just sit in their cars instead of getting out and getting some exercise. They sit in their cars and they just look at the pretty sights, and they don't get any exercise. Trey, where'd you go?
But even in the car, though,
you
you
doing,
know, if
buddy?
you're sat in the car for too long, what you're doing, you're breathing in stale air eventually, aren't you? If you're in the car for an hour, you're breathing in stale air. You want to be out there in the fresh air, breathing in at one with nature.
Okay, so I would love to go back to our original talk here. So please, everyone.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people.
Donald.
Come on, Michael. What do you want?
I'm gonna put you down for a sec here, buddy, because you're taking over the conversation here.
See you
All
later.
right, but all right.
Have a great day,
See you
everybody.
later.
Yeah.
Take care, Don.
Peace and love and all that good stuff. Unicorn.
Heavy
Krispy
unicorns.
Kremes.
Oh, see, now he's doing fighting words there.
Bye-bye.
He's doing the Krispy Kremes. That's it. That's it. He's a great guy.
Where were we?
I don't know. I lost my way again, but it's okay. Some days are like that. And you know what's funny? Long-term people will enjoy this. They're going to think we're nuts. Yeah.
But you said let's go back to the original topic, but I'm not sure what the original topic was.
Well, you went into food porn there for a bit, and we were talking about donuts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Michael, you asked me about that. You asked me. I didn't mention Bruce out of the Family Guy. I just said jam donut.
Of all the donuts to pick. There we go. Okay. So if we can talk about what triggers us, why it triggers us, before we end this zany broadcast, I think it's important because we have so many new people coming up in the format. And Mrs. Kendall, do you have any wonderful anecdotes of how to prop yourself back up so you are in the right frequency?
Well, the best thing is I find that if I'm triggered, then I will just try and walk away from the situation, or if I'm in the situation, then I will try and analyze my thinking to think, okay, why am I being triggered? So, because usually if you're aware of why you're being triggered, or you think, oh, okay, I'm getting really angry about this. Why am I getting angry? It's good to do the self-analysis, I find. Rather than get bought into, fighting with the person or that sort of thing. I think it's better just to either walk away from the situation if you are getting triggered, or if you can stay in the situation, to become aware of what it is that's triggering you.
I think that's
Agreed. I
half the
just,
battle, because 9 times out of 10, just give me a second, Michael, if you may.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we step into that anger because we've been triggered, not actually recognizing that we have been triggered. We
Yes.
believe that that's who we are. We go into that anger mode rather than thinking, hang on a minute, why am I feeling like this? Which nerve have they hit? Which wire are they pulling? So yeah,
Yes.
that's half the battle. If you go into anger mode, try to sidestep that and say to yourself, okay, why am I feeling like this?
good point. I just want to bring something up, so I don't lose the point. But yesterday, Hans, you're there. I can see you. We had the CEO in. We had Mark in, and I talked to him for about 20, 30 minutes. And they said one of the most exciting new broadcasters on the format is a man named Hans Ekman. And I went, oh. And I said, do you remember talking to him? He said, yes, I did. And I said, I told everybody in the panel that you had brought him up. And I said to him, I said, he is the grounding force of our business show, which is every Sunday. The problem is we don't know what time it is because we have to work with other people. And sometimes their schedules with church or whatever they're doing is different. But it's usually somewhere between 10 and 12 o'clock. If you can come in and just support the cause, I would be forever happy. Walt's saying hi to you there as well. But Hans is doing some very deep business conversations every Tuesday and Thursday. And anybody who watches the broadcast, rebroadcast, please follow him. Please, if you enjoy shows about business or self-help in the sense of bettering yourself, he's a great individual. But I was just thought it was the most amazing thing. And it was people in the boardrooms being kind of talking about new broadcasters and people who are bringing a different flavor. And that's the thing. Everybody here has their own flavor. I feel like I have two people in here who are so worth following and rich in content and fun and warmth. And that's what we need. We have to be okay with embracing all the flavors, right? And I think the only time we ever get really sad is when we stop being our authentic self. Because we all have seeds of greatness in us, all of us.
Absolutely.
Right? Not everything in life is a jelly donut.
No, I mean, it's jam donut, jam, not jelly. But anyway, that's
sorry.
by the way.
Well, okay, we all have our
It's a cultural thing.
Now,
we do. But the point I was trying to make,
Fraser, are you going to come back in? Are you going to come back in?
Just because I don't get on with the next door neighbor, Michael, and just because I don't get on with the next door neighbor, it doesn't mean that my family shouldn't get on with the next door neighbor. It just means that there's some kind of personality clash there. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that our personalities are just hitting. We're at loggerheads. So, I mean, it's a fine line. It's a fine line as to the whole blocking thing. But just because two people don't get on or don't see eye to eye on a specific subject, it doesn't mean they wouldn't see eye to eye on a different topic. They might find that they have more in common than they don't have.
Yeah. So you keep saying if they don't get on. Is that what you're saying? You're not saying if they don't get
I'm saying
what are you saying?
No, I'm saying if they have like a single bone of contention.
Yes.
A topic that they can't. It's a little bit like politics or religion, isn't it? If you steer clear of those, you can get on with anybody.
Yeah.
But if you talk to somebody and you start putting your religious views out there or your political views, chances are you're going to find somebody that's going to disagree with you.
Or food.
Or food. Or jam donuts.
Well, hey, don't judge my triggers. We're not here to do that. No, right. Honestly, I've been dreaming about
this, and I'm apologizing.
I've been
If
dreaming.
this is a real trigger, then I apologize.
Yeah, I think you would still poke the bear, and that's okay. And that's how we're like brothers. You would just go,
No,
really,
no,
Michael?
no,
Would you
Michael.
like
No, I
a spot of pie? Would you with some ice cream?
No.
Would you like that, Michael?
No, I wouldn't, because that would be the equivalent of just waving a drink in front of an alcoholic. No, I wouldn't do that. No, not
Okay.
nobody.
You know, oh God, I have such guilt when it comes to stuff like that. So I told you the story when I used to have a store. This gentleman came in and he used to clean or something. I can't remember exactly what he did. I think he was a cleaner. So I had a beer after work.
Okay.
And I said to him, why don't you have a beer with me? And he goes,
Right.
well, I guess one's okay. And then I saw him a month later. He had lost his job. He was homeless. All because he had that one beer.
Michael.
Oh no.
But you weren't to know.
No, exactly. Yeah.
You weren't
Yeah,
to know.
so
You can't
now
know.
I can see myself running to the donut shop.
No. No.
You know, 500 pounds heavier next month. Going,
No,
no.
just focus on why. Just focus on why you've given them up.
Yes.
Focus on what you're going to gain from sticking to your resolve by strengthening
I-
yours.
You
I
feel
like-
so good.
Yeah, I like that I can't blame the dryer anymore for all my pants shrinking. That dryer's too hot.
Okay.
No, you know, and now my pants are falling off. There's pants that is ridiculous. Looks like someone else lived in them. You know, so it's good. It's good. I'm wearing clothes I haven't worn in, I think, 10 years, which is great.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well, you know, but you'll have those people who test you, right? They'll bring up the jelly donuts. They'll bring up the jam donuts. They'll bring it up. And Fraser kept talking about Danish.
It won't get mentioned again.
And yeah, I'm just messing with you.
It won't get mentioned again.
I can start talking about salads.
Salads,
Yeah,
yes, salads are good.
I think we'd have
Celery.
4 people in here after that. That would be it. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I love my salads. I've been craving salads lately. Just
Yeah, well, you're healthy though. That's why.
yeah.
What are your favorite foods?
Apparently, celery is really good for you.
Celery.
Yes, the juice. The juice.
Celery is really good for you because it actually you actually burn more calories off
Yeah.
with celery by just chewing on it than you do. There's no calories.
Mm.
Yeah,
Great
but
tip
if you juice them, Fraser, it cleans everything out. It's like the massive blow. The massive blow here on the morning. This is such a classy show. Fat guy out west, we love you, man. Thank you, appreciate you so much. He is such a nice guy, and he has had his bouts with certain things as well, and I hope to have him on the show as well. I'm the not so fat guy from Toronto now, so which is good. I'm working on the somewhat skinny.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. It's all you know, a part of progress here. But listen, guys, I'm gonna beam you down, and I'm gonna end the show here soon because I've got to start my day. But before we go, can we just do what they do in church? Have you ever noticed this in church? What they'll do is they'll have the sermon, right? And then they'll have the chunk of what they talked about, and then they do the roundabout, and they hit you one more time with the lesson. So, Colin, as we leave, just say to people in your, you know, wisdom, what you think it is, why they're so affected by being blocked or not affected by being blocked.
Say that again. Just clarify for me, please.
What's triggering people? Why are they so upset about something like being blocked?
There are lots of reasons why people would be triggered, but what I want to say is that when we do get triggered, if we can start to notice what the trigger points are, rather than just go automatically into that knee-jerk reaction, that automated response. And I think the more times we start to notice that, the easier it becomes to notice it. And by sidestepping that, it's the road to recovery from being triggered with that specific situation, that specific thing.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed. Totally. Thank you, buddy. Have a great day. Okay, I beamed him down,
Bye,
and he's
Helen.
all right. Okay, and your turn, Mrs. Kendall. Tell us what you would.
Oh, because you're saying why? Well, I wasn't even aware everyone was being blocked, but I think it was.
Oh, it's crazy now. It's crazy, and what it is
It's
past grievances from Periscope or other formats. People are coming in here.
Oh, I thought it was an accident with the mobile, the buttons being so close, but no. So
Oh, that's so sweet.
yeah.
That's something my grandmother would say. You know, it's just the button was closed. They meant to follow, but it said fuck off.
Oh, well, I think it's because people want to belong. They want to be part of a community, and like HAPS is a community. And I guess if you're being blocked, then you're feeling like you're an outcast. So
Ostracized, yeah.
I can understand why they're upset.
Yeah, see, for me, I'm always like, okay, listen, I've been upset with myself. I've called myself everything under the sun. So whatever you can say to me, I've said. So I've been on your side. We are in agreement. I am a moron. Thank you. No, but I have. There's been periods in my life, to be honest with you, I couldn't stand myself. I was so upset with who I was. Rose, how are you? Seeking 17. I've been seeking more like 37. I'd be okay with 37. Colin, you still there? Colin's gone. Okay. But,
yeah, I'm still here. I'm just sitting quietly on the side, just waiting with bated breath.
Bated breath. Yes. Having a jam donut in the background. And knowing how blessed I am to have.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I've got a stick of celery here. I'm enjoying this.
Are you? Oh, I almost said something evil. Okay. Hans, if you're here, please come up just for a moment. I would love to talk about the business show for a couple of minutes before we end it. But this is going to be a problem in the future where we don't want to cause a war zone on this. We've built something so beautiful here, and people are so loving to each other in this format. It's phenomenal. Hi, Anne. How are you? And there's so many great people, and I see them every day. What if it was like Black Mirror, the blocked person would be blank and mute to whoever blocked them? That's deep. Hans, can you come up for a minute and talk about the business show for a sec, or are you just not feeling it? If you're not feeling it, just go, I'm not feeling it, man. Not at all. Yeah. But it's nice to be recognized, but I've always thought, do you agree with this in the room here? It's so easy to be a hero 1 minute and a zero the next. And I've had that many a day. And even sometimes
what I want to say is, to coin a phrase, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Yeah. That is so true. That is so true.
I think I want to say too, like for the people that are upset about being blocked, then maybe those people are not people that you need to connect with as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You can't force people to talk to you.
No, but I think
you can't force people to talk to you. If you're in a... Hey, go ahead, Michael. Sorry.
I think what's going on is, again, they're placed upon our path for a reason. So there's some form of a lesson there. And it's just an expression. It's yin and yang. If you feel like you're in the wrong, right, or you're being wronged, maybe it's supposed to shed some light on you, right? Good morning, Michael. Here's a great guy to follow, Michael Hinton. Is that right, guys? Hinton? I hope I got that right. He is a very powerful psychic. He has read my cards many times. He's painfully accurate. He seems to be able to see the dark side of Michael very well. It makes me somewhat uncomfortable. But he addressed some things 6 months ago And he went, shit or get off the pot. That's pretty much what he said. Stop whining and start doing stuff. Like, the time is now. You have all the support you need. Get going. Get off your fat ass and move.
Wise
What's that? Go ahead.
Can I just wise words I was going to say, but could I just add to what we were just briefly talking about? What we have to remember is that the majority of our ideas, the majority of the ideas floating around in our mind are ideas that we've received from other people. We've either adopted them or adapted to them. So sometimes, even when somebody's triggering something, it's often worth going off and reevaluating and saying, have I got enough supportive evidence in my own life to say that this is a standpoint that I need to defend? Because sometimes it's not. Sometimes if we're willing to reevaluate, sometimes it can change us as a person and we can go off on a better direction. Now, I'm not saying that's the case in every situation, but I mean, in my life, there have been times where somebody said, this is how it is. And I said, no, this is how it is. I mean, a prime example I'll use. When I first got married, my wife was into the whole spiritual aspect of life. She used to go to spiritualist churches, etc. And my experiences, my life with, my mom, and she was a Methodist and my uncle was a Mormon, and I've got like a broad scope of religious influences in my life. And of course, I went into the marriage thing, and then she introduced me to a sister, and a sister went to the spiritualist church as well, and I'm there defending the standpoint. What a load of bunkum. I used a bit stronger word than that, but what a load of bunkum. It tells you in the Bible, the dead know nothing. That once they're gone, they can't communicate. And I ended up going to a spiritualist church, opening my mind a little, and I did a spell there for a while in the spiritualist churches on the circuit, doing some work myself.
Yeah.
So it just shows you, once you're willing to reevaluate and say, is it worth defending this standpoint? Anyway, that's it. I see hand is in the side there, so I'm going to step by.
Everyone except Hans, please drop down. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye. Thanks, Michael.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye for now. Take care. Good to see you, Hans.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Michael.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry,
how are
I'm
you?
not up yet. I was rushing to grab breakfast and setting up for a busy day, so I haven't.
I just wanted to have you on here just for a few minutes. So it was really nice to hear that last night, that they're really they have a panel that assesses the new shows that are coming up, probably some of the concerns. That's probably Fraser and I, but they were seeing that there was a shining light, and they said, what's that? He basically said, what's the name? And he went, oh, that's Michael's friend. And I'll tell you, I felt like a very proud brother to hear that last night. So you're doing the right thing. And I didn't even know. So are you just going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, Hellbent? Or is there going to be... Because if I had known, I would have helped in the comments, but I didn't know till after.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the show around 5:15 Eastern Standard. Well, until we hit daylight time, and that messes everyone's clocks up. But around a little after 5 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like you said, we can't always control the schedules of the people we want to talk to, so there may be some variation. But I am trying to keep that booked up, and I apologize to everyone. I'm trying to do a better job of posting who's going to be on each day earlier. I'm going to have Ari Gleisel on Thursday. We're going to be talking about two key things. What are product owners and service owners, and what does it mean to be a good one? And then the second, also with his career journey, how do you go from being the owner and the one doing it to becoming an advisor and helping other people do it better, which is a transition he's recently made as he switched from Blueprint Software to Infotech. Last night we had Amy and Leslie on, and we were talking about becoming a better speaker, speaking at conferences, and how to effortlessly network at events where it isn't handing out business cards and forcing yourself on people, but sharing what you have and seeing what they have to find where you might have a common value together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to be, we don't know what time, but Sundays we're going to be doing shows, and a lot of it has to, and it's not to not make it consistent. It's just when you have 3 or 4 guests, you can't always be at the time. So we're going to say somewhere on Sunday. Last week it was around 12. Our numbers were a little better. So maybe that might be the sweet spot, right?
Yeah, I know it's hard since you've drawn such an amazing crowd of followers from across the globe. Whatever time we pick is going to be bad for somebody. So I'm really honored at how many people come out and participate, and the fact that, you know, it's resonating with people. That's why we're doing it, is hopefully they're finding value and entertainment from it, and that's why we're here.
Walt says he'll check it out. There's some guy here named Ari. Do you recognize this guy? He looks really familiar to me. Yeah, he sounds like a name you said earlier today.
Yeah.
There you go. He's
There was some work in between Blueprint and coming on, but we're going to be talking about that as well. I'm honored to have him on, and he is just an absolutely brilliant, wonderful person, great to work with. And so I'm looking forward to continue that conversation today.
Ari, I honestly believe part of the reason our numbers were good on Sunday, you were the new factor in it, and you brought some edge. It can't be all sunshine and rainbows. What did they call me earlier today? I can't remember. It wasn't very good. Dee Dee, how are you today? Hey, there's Colin. I think I know that guy too. Hi, Colin. So, Colin, it would be nice too if you came and visit us on Sundays for the business show. I really appreciate it. These are people I really admire. These are some great intellectual people. I always love listening because I learn so much. And I basically try to add my little part is adding community and some fun. That's about the depth of what I add to your show. But I think people are enjoying that. It seems like just friends at a coffee table or at a restaurant or at a coffee shop, just talking about life.
Yep. When we used to do the conferences, in between the sessions or when we weren't speaking, we'd hang out in one of the rooms. There was always time at lunch or after the event where we would just talk about what was going on, lessons we had learned, telling horror war stories from work, and people who were attending would stop by and join us. And so there's a couple of us trying different platforms to recreate that, because there's so many good conversations you can have. I'm being a little more, I guess, isolated and bringing in specific guests and not popping up people into the show, but hopefully that will resonate with people, and then we'll continue to adjust.
Have you noticed the new controls? They're constantly, it's almost like you have to learn every week a new, and there's less lag. Thank you for the award, Ari. You thank you very much. Hello, Dina. Nice to see you as well. But the controls now are different. We can see the bopping of it's almost, if you have OCD, it's a little distracting. What is the bouncing light? But
the HAPS team really is working hard. I listened in on one of Pablo's broadcasts about some of the enhancements coming through. It sounds like they're always working and never sleeping with as many changes and improvements. So really, hats off to the HAPS team, to what they've brought, and the fact that there's this much available still in a beta is amazing. So I think it only gets better from here. So, take time to thank and congratulate anyone from the HAPS team when they pop up in a feed or doing a show. They really have put out an amazing service, and I'm fortunate that it popped up right at the time when I was looking for a better channel to start broadcasting, and this has been amazing. So I'm looking forward to it.
You should read that comment, buddy. That's directed towards you. Read it.
Oh, thank you, Seeking 17. Appreciate that. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to translate some of the business lessons we've learned at Business or Work into things that everyone can use. At some point, we'll have something on about how to use a Kanban board to manage household tasks and get your children to get chores done. It's crazy, but it works. So we're going to try and share some stuff that's more universal.
Perfect. Okay, folks, I'm going to start my work day. So is Hans. And Ari, thank you. Hello, Dina. Thank you so much. And Rose, and right here. Oh, Ted Hicks, thank you so much for being here. And Walt's going to watch the show for the first time. He's never seen it. Walt is amazing. But the community here is huge now. And I don't know if people know this, and Randy doesn't like me talking about numbers, but they blow my mind because I think I've been on now 2 months and I've got over 160,000 views. That to me is mind blowing and it's growing. So even the numbers on the business show I've noticed have been better. What I'm also doing, if you haven't noticed, Hans, is if you can, anybody, if you see the Hans show, please retweet it, please like it, please share it. It's important that we get that. When you have good content, like as great as the content was today about donuts, right, and bullying, and what was the other one we did, and blocking, I think that there should be other plates that should be supported. Of wisdom and something with depth. And I'm not saying that, what I'm doing isn't fun. It's light. It's kind of like listening to the Beatles. That's Hans and I'm the Monkeys. Hey. All right. And we ain't monkeying around. Hans is typing away here. What are you saying? Just say what you need to say.
Well, you were closing out. Whoops. Oh no, I'm still there. Okay. I'm going to post and I'll advertise who's going to be on each show and what time it is on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube under Ekman Guides. So if you search Ekman Guides, you should be able to find it. And then I'll post it ahead of time. Sometime today, I'm going to post the session with Ari now that we have a topic locked in.
But I'm amazed at the short span of time you've been on. And the loyal followers that you have. So there is a need for your vibration or frequency, whatever you want to call it. People are resonating with you. They're enjoying the content. And please spread the word. Like I said before, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you see his post on Twitter, retweet it. If you see it on Facebook, like it. If you can, do everything in your power to make sure that he is a VIP as soon as possible. So that means watch the broadcast. And if you love content like this, I feel like we're doing a PBS special. If you like these programs, you should sponsor. And if you order today, we'll give you this Mixomax with 12 accessories. But no, I'm being serious. Please support the arts because I really feel like this business show is a form of higher learning. Higher power, higher consciousness. Thank you, everyone. And don't go anywhere. And I'm talking mostly to Hans here. But may you feel blessed today. And if you're, thinking of putting your toe in the pond, the HAPS pond, please do so today. Hello, Bernie. Nice to see you. Hi, Kenny. I do see you there. Do everything you can. If you see great content, not just Hans, support it in every way you can, because we want those contributors to feel loved and be part of the HAPS experience. And we have built an incredible army of people here. And I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much, Ms. Kendall. You made that somewhat professional today. You tried. I know you tried. Have a great day. Bye-bye.